I have a note for the Amberlynn Nikocado stuff. Amberlynn herself is being boring. Amberlynn is the most boring bitch in the entire world right now. She's so stuck up. She can't, like, the other fat people are good to debase themselves. Jim Sterling's wearing a fucking wig. Chantal's out now. Ethan Ralph is putting my logo on his shirts. Amber Lynn, she's just sitting there, dainty girl, like, oh no, I only eat 800 calories a day, and sometimes I have a little orange chicken snack, and I'm getting married. I'm getting gay married to the lesbian that I made propose to me with a Walmart ring. And she's just like a joke to everyone. I've seen the Slayton sisters make fun of her, and now Nikocado Avocado, who used to be a fan of Amber Lynn, is making fun of her. So before I get into Nikocado, let me just say that this will be the first time I've ever played Nikocado content on Mad at the Internet. And I intentionally don't do that because I know he's an attention. But more than that, I heard from someone who I happened to watch, that he had a very base take about Nikocado Avocado. So before I play the actual parody that Nikocado put out that pissed Amber Lynn off, let me play the take first.
At some point as content for the highlights channel, because it's something that I wanted to talk about anyway. Okay, so the first time I ever heard of Nikocado Avocado, I saw this video posted on Reddit. Nikocado vegan days versus now. Now, what's interesting about this video is it shows the progression, right, of like someone, look how fucking skinny he is, look how skinny his boyfriend is. They're both still together, they're both in, doing the video thing. You don't even know where I'm going with this, so don't criticize me yet. Anyway, so this entire video is basically showing like the back and forth of like him being super healthy and vegan versus like him now. He was a lot more calm and like just better energy. Like,
oh, by the way, I want to point out that this screen capture is not mine. It's from the YMS highlight channel. The YMS highlight channel, whoever runs that, is watching Adam Plays and also is recording the screen while casually having a tab open for E621, which, if you don't know, and I'm going to sound very suspicious because this is the third time I mentioned a furry site on this stream, this particular stream, but that is a site. So he just casually has open in his other tab while he's recording this, and he just doesn't give a which I guess that's admirable in some way. Imagine not giving a as much as this guy.
Like nicer, and like now he's like all angry and like fucking drama queen. Old Nick, ate a lot of avocados and was vegan, obviously. Knew a lot about nutrition. I'm not going to play through this video because there's a lot to it, but you can watch this video anytime you want. Just search the title. But yeah, it's basically like you watch this video and you would think that this is just made by someone trying to like, I don't know, fat shame Nikocado Avocado. Someone who's like kind of trying to bully him or something. But I noticed this from day one when this was posted on Reddit, and not a lot of like people weren't even pointing this out in the comment section on the Reddit post. This is from him. He made this compilation. He made this. This is on his own channel. He deleted old footage and clips as if it's like him pretending to be someone else's channel. Like, I don't understand. But this is on his own channel that's doing this. And at that moment when I realized that, it became very, 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 very fucking obvious to me that this is just a thing. This is just a thing. And a lot of people don't realize that. And people are still making videos about Nikocado Avocado. I'm not kidding. This is completely unironic. I'm 100% positive of this. People are still making videos about him, making Twitter posts. Like, I keep seeing these Twitter posts go viral, being like, oh man, if only his old self knew who he would become, sort of thing. Stuff like that. But he knows exactly what he's doing. His boyfriend knows exactly what they're doing. Like, they both know what they're doing, and they're totally into it, and they're doing it, right? They're either doing it 100% for themselves because they both have that which is what I assume, or they have some like fucking rich as sugar daddy that's like a feeder man that's paying them to do this, and they're totally fine with it. But I mean, like, they're making YouTube money anyway. I'm pretty fucking sure that this is for their own gratification, and this is fine. I mean, there are plenty of other ways.
I made a note that says, "Make sure you cut this off after he says this is fine." I would have a different perspective about this. I don't think I think that this glorification of like inane gluttony and perversion is just so and it's everything. It's like all the top YouTube creators are just like massive perverts, who like are openly being fascistic in like weird avant-garde ways. And I guess that's kind of like our fault. We have like rules against like straight so just now it's like with the Japanese. The Americans came into Japan and were like, you guys got to stop like, you know, having everywhere. And the Japanese like, oh, we're so sorry, you nuked us twice, so we're gonna make tennokuman now. And now tennokuman is like a staple. Drawn being tennokuman like a staple of Japanese culture. So the Puritans said no, right? And now people have to off still. So like ASMR and eating, that's going to be our. So it's a catch-22. You want to ban because it's a Mackenzian death spiral for culture, and then at the same time, people want to still. So now you have like feeder and ASMR artists and shit. Truly, the you know, I'll never have another time to play this, but I'll play this now because I happen to have it.
In my study of history in Persone, I'm always talking about the late phases of culture, and this is I was always drawn to the late or decadent phase of culture. Oscar Wilde is one of the great exponents of that in the late 19th century. And everywhere in the world, you find this pattern, okay, in ancient times, that as a culture begins to decline, you have an efflorescence, okay, of transgender phenomena, okay? That is a symptom of cultural collapse, okay? So rather than people singing the praises of humanitarian liberalism, okay, that allows all of these transgender possibilities, okay, to appear and to be encouraged, I would be concerned about how Western culture is defining itself to the world, because in fact, these phenomena are inflaming the irrational and borderline psychotic opponents of Western culture.
So that is that's that. I do have notes about this. Oh, because that was just a preload about the Nikocado video. I want to explain why I don't show Nikocado avocado, because I'm very aware that he's just and that he is jerking people off, and he is jerking himself off. And sure, he is an obvious attention, but that's not in and of itself the only thing that he's doing. So with that said, I do have a clip from Nikocado avocado, which I will play. This clip is actually from a channel. I want to say it's called the Orange Channel or the Orange Chicken Channel. It's a jab at Amberlynn, and Orange Queen. And I'll link to this because they did a good job of clipping this out. I never would have fucking seen it without this channel. And it's kind of weird and all over the place, but there is a particular segment that I want to show. There's actually two. So 218 I have marked.
That's a beanbag in a hurry.
Good Lord, the beanbag is in a hurry.
And so that's like just a shot across the bow, basically saying like, he definitely knows what he's doing. He's referencing troll comments that she reads and is making fun of her.
My feet really hurt. I've been on my feet all day long. I wore the wrong shoes. So these are the right shoes. I'm gonna get these shoes. I love these shoes. These are so nice and aesthetically pleasing.
I'm actually wearing one right now because it so matched my outfit and it was aesthetically pleasing.
That's great just because it's Tammy Slayton, or Amy Slayton, I'm sorry, making fun of her. So it's like all the YouTubers who are like fat and have like fat related content all make fun of Amber Lynn. She's like a joke for everyone. The only person who's not making fun of her is Chantel, and that's because she's more occupied selling her butthole right now. Amy is getting healthy. By the way, as you all know, as I mentioned before, I do watch the 1,000-Pound Sisters because it's very funny. Amy is pregnant. She's doing okay on her diet. She's not doing excellent. And Tammy is fucking a black guy named Jerry. And it's very, I don't know. I guess that's the best she can get. She's not going to have kids anyways. Well, maybe she can. Amy's having a kid. I'm definitely Team Amy, by the way. Team Tammy is such a... If you've never... the show is funny. If you like my show and you like laughing at fat people, go watch the 1,000-Pound Sisters. Tammy is like such a big fat baby. And I want a picture of her with like a caveman forehead and like a little curl of hair with a bone through it. Because she looks like a caveman. And she's like, unga bunga, me won't eat. And everyone's like, Tammy, you gained 50 pounds in a month. Literally, she gained 50,000 pounds in a month, 10,000 calories a day on average. How did you do this if we're not giving you food anymore? And she's obviously just getting Grubhub. But then they're asking her, like, Tammy, you have this 32-ounce milkshake. How did you acquire this if we did not give it to you? And she said, oh, Jerry gave it to me. So she's hooked up with a literal feeder who's giving her 32-ounce milkshakes, which is a lot of fucking calories. That's thousands of calories. And she's going to eat herself to death. And it's going to be really sad because Amy's going to lose her sister. And baby's going to grow up not knowing her aunt. Very, very boo-hoo, sad, cry. Anyways, that's not relevant. I just brought it up because even Amy makes fun of Amber Lynn.
Keep in mind, I have a heel spur. This like
she's like Trump. She's got a bone
Confident
spur.
and charming. Oh my god, that's one of my personalities. It's not working. This is discrimination. You can be in love with more than one person. Just to let you know, you can. And so the thing is, she does help me wipe. And I reward her. I buy her food. I let her live with me. She gets her own room, basically. I buy all her food. I buy her shirts. She loves shirts. I mean, every time I go to Walmart, you'll always see her in the shirt aisle. Like, if she's missing, I always know she's in the shirts.
This girl spends money like it's going out of style.
Oh, hit my freaking same spot.
Bed bound Susie.
Nice. Love Clear. It's really good for, like, aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, this is a joke you wouldn't understand unless you watch fat people while eating your breakfast. Amber Lynn goes to Walmart multiple times a day. She will wheel up in a fucking chair, electric chair, like Nikocado is doing, and touch everything, which is weird even before COVID. But now during COVID, it's like weird to go to a store with your surgical mask on and just wipe your hands over fucking everything, like you're trying to clean it with a towel or something.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Very aesthetically pleasing. I could go for a new scale. I would love to get me a new scale. And clearly I've been gaining a little weight, but it's just swelling. I know what you're all thinking. Why have you gained? I only gained a couple pounds because I've been drinking a lot of water lately.
I'm not just
That's also a Chantel thing or Amber Lynn thing. Like, oh, I'm not gaining weight. I just have water weight right now because I drink so much water. I'm on a water fast diet. It's like, no, bitch, you fucking eating.
morbidly obese girl who is not losing weight and who isn't trying. I'm a morbidly obese girl who has lost 88 pounds by herself, who has knocked down her BMI by almost 20 points. I still can't get over that. I'm very proud of that.
These are great. I could always go for one that talks to me, so I don't have to like look down, which I could burn half a calorie to help me in my progress, but I always do that from walking around the tree. So we're gonna check 400 pounds. 400-pound weight. Oh no, this is not gonna work for me. 7.5 years going strong. I've lost 89 pounds eating nothing but rice and potatoes.
For the first time in my life, I'm counting carbs, and you guys probably see the potato and you're like, what? How? So.
Yeah, that's fucking fair.
How? So.
I want to see. Oh, I think this is the
I'll
part.
explain. Eating less carbs makes you lose weight.
Something I like to do right before I get back into the car is I like to step up onto a curb because they say stepping up is good circulatory cardiovascular exercise. I'm just gonna set this right here.
Don't look at the pants.
So you guys can see.
Avert your gaze.
Oh, up, down.
I'm actually scared right now. Jump.
That's why I gave props to the Orange Queen lady for clipping this, because I wouldn't have got that reference, but thankfully she inserted the part where Amberlynn has difficulty stepping down like a single step that's not even that steep. Like an actual cow that can't look down and could manage that step. This is a reference to when she like did an exercise video and she just like hobbled around for a little bit.
I thought you were.
I think I'm gonna cut it there. There was nothing like overtly. Actually, you know what? I think this is pretty funny. Though it is sad because that crab is sad looking. Makes me feel bad for him.
I'm so good at grammar-cado. You're always correcting me in my English. Your grammar's so... Actually...
God, I love fashion so much, and I love makeup, fashion, makeup. God, I love fashion so much.
When I was like 4 years old, I got ran over by a goose.
Generation, let's be real. I'm the queen, right?
I want to stick to around a moderate carb level. And
She
also
says as she's eating an entire f***ing boiled potato and some sausage.
The only moderate thing about you is how moderately slowly you lose weight.
You're a lot.
It's very sharp. It hurts.
He likes to pretend that walking around a tree once a month is exercise.
It is for a big girl like me.
You're healthy. Like she had my charts in her hand. She was like, "You're healthy, but you are obese."
It's gone.
Like your neck.
This is not medical related.
This is also
It's
a jab
just
at
my
Amberlynn.
hand color, okay?
It's not my fault that you made a weight loss channel and you don't lose any weight.
No, actually, that's not true.
It's a weight gain channel, you're right.
People take it out of context.
This is also weird. This is weird by itself. Why is she eating like an entire party favor of like regular cooked shrimps and martini shit?
I'm done. Like constantly talking about my weight on this channel because there's more to me than that, and it's easy to gain weight doing it, obviously, but it's also not that hard to lose weight while doing it.
I'm apologizing for all the lies you tell.
I don't tell lies. I never lie to anybody. Not even friends of mine. Never.
Literally pathetic. And I will go to my grave saying that majority of you are f***ing idiots.
I think I'll cut it there. It's pretty funny. I will like I said, with Life by Jen taking shots against Chantal. Keep doing that. It's funny. Chantal got all puffy and said like, "Oh, you're just making fun of me because it makes the haters like you more." Like I will legit watch what you have to say if you're making fun of Chantal. Same with Nikocado. Like you can keep off yourself while making yourself fat as long as you keep making fun of Amberlynn and making her re. I will appreciate this content. So. Oh yeah, no, dude. Walking around is good exercise for someone who is carrying 400 pounds of dead weight, but you have to walk more than once. Once a day to lose weight. It's deficit. It's calorie deficit. That's the craziest thing. Like I lost a lot of weight at some point when I counted calories. That's all there is to it.